So the history of my last name, somebody Raymond Cat, who the heck is Raymond Cat? Raymond Cat, that name's been changed a few times since 1492. So that's why I introduced my name as Raymond, as Bijou. Bijou is when the Jesuits and ministers came and they wanted to give us our names. They wanted to translate. And our people have come to know that our language is very much alive. It's very descriptive. It's very experiential. So when they defined our name, they told them wildcat, because the wildcat is related to the animal that lives in the bush, the wildcat. And the wildcat in this day and age to everybody is the lynx. So if they were going to give me my last name, and it would have been Raymond Lynx, But anyway, they kept the cat. They lost the wild part, even though wild is still with me. But anyway, so that's been changed over the years, and I guess you could say I'm the first one that's going to be going and opening that door to translating my name back to Bijou from cat. So it's going back to that, in terms of that, and a lot of people in my community are surprised that I'm doing that, because they're very much in their own different spaces in regards to their recovery and their way of looking at it in terms of this path of how they've been affected by colonization and this whole path of reconciliation. Each and every person is on their own path, and we're all different stages of our identity. Even though we're in our little community of Bear Island, and I travel around and I find they're all at different stages in terms of that path of getting back to that identity. So the genograms, in terms of that I see up in our library up there, you could see at the top, in terms of the history of going back to 1492 of how our name was changed from Bijou to Wildcat, and then Cat back in the early 1900s. It was K-A-T-T. They changed it to then, and so it's that part of it. That's part of the reality of. So that's one story. There are other stories out there amongst our Anishinaabe people who are of similar or of the same, and but like I say, we're all different, have different backgrounds.